Salams and welcome to the English reading of the Holy Quran, translation and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali, published by the IPCI, the Islamic Propagation Center International, from Durban, South Africa. And today we are busy with chapter number 32, also known as chapter Sajda, or the prostration. Right, let's start with that. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This short surah closes the series of the four Alif, Lam, Mim surahs, which began with the 29th. Its theme is the mystery of creation, the mystery of time, and the mystery of the Ma'ad, the final end, as viewed through the light of God's revelation. These are all to do with the eschatology, about things of the hereafter, of the spiritual transcendental dimension. The contemplation of these mysteries should lead to faith and the adoration and love of God, your Creator. In chronology, it belongs to the middle Meccan period and is therefore a little earlier than the last, but its chronology has no particular significance. The summary of this fairly short chapter has only got 30 verses. The mystery of creation, the mystery of time, and the mystery of the end of things are but known by external symbols to mankind. Revelation, that means the Quran, brings faith and humble adoration and is a blessing, like how rain comes as a blessing, as a rahmah, which brings life to dead soil. In the same way, the revelation of our Quran brings life to our heart that is dead. So the rhythmic commentary and prose for verses 1 to 30. How can unbelievers realize the mystery of revelation? Because if you do not believe in the Quran, if you do not believe in the revelation, you will never find the mysteries, right? They do not even see the marvel and mystery of time, or the marvel and mystery of God's creation, and the marvel of mystery of how they themselves were created. If they could but see how the end will shape itself, how the good will be sorted out from evil. The two are not equal in goal. Yes, mankind. Some will go towards evil and some will go towards good. These two are divergent paths. They are not the same goals. And there are nations also that devolve in evil, and there are nations who are good nations, right? So they are not the same. The two are not equal in goal. Clear are the signs and the revelation of God in nature, history, and the message of His living prophets. If they learn not now, alas, when will they learn? It will be too late when time's wings are furled, and when they say very famously, when your eyes close, then your eyes open. What does this mean? When your eyes close, then your eyes open. It means when your physical eyes close at death, is equal to death, then your spiritual eyes open. Your spiritual eyes open, and then you will see the angels, you will see the reality which you denied in the world, and that is when many people will get a shock of their life, right? So let's start with Surah Sajda, which is the adoration or prostration, chapter number 32, part number 1, right? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alif, Lam, Mim. Tanzilul kitabil la rayba fi min rabbil alameen. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Alif, Lam, Mim. This book, this is the revelation of the book in which there is no doubt, from the Lord of the worlds, Rabb al-Alameen. Or do they say, He has forged it? Nay, it is the truth from thy Lord, that thou mayest warn a people, thou mayest admonish a people to whom no warner has come before thee, O Muhammad, in order that they may receive guidance. It is God who has created the heavens and the earth and all between them in 6 days. That does not refer to days as our earthly days, but 6 eons of times. So the word day does not mean a day as we reckon it, which is the course of the sun around the earth, but it refers to conditions which began before the earth and the sun were created. In verse 5 below, a day is compared to 1,000 years of our reckoning, and in chapter, what is this, 20, I don't know what is that, 50, 60, 70, verse 4 to 50,000 years. These figures, as we reckon, have no relation to timeless time and must be taken to mean very long periods of time, very long ages, or eons and eons and eons. So it's not 24-hour days, but it is thousands and thousands and thousands, or millions and millions of eras. It's eons of times, right? And is firmly established on the throne of authority. You have none besides him to protect or intercede for you. Will you not then receive admonition? He rules all affairs from the heavens to the earth. In the end will all affairs go up to him on a day, the space whereof will be as 1,000 years of your reckoning. Such is he, the knower of all things hidden and open, the exalted in power, the merciful, Azizul Hakim. He who has made everything which he has created most good. He began the creation of mankind with nothing more than clay, and made his progeny from a quintessence of the nature of a fluid despise. So initially Allah created Adam from clay, and for him he created a partner also from clay. So he created a man and he created a woman. And from these two, it was then no longer necessary to take sand and water or clay. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his wisdom then used a sperm, a quintessence of a sperm, and an egg to then continue the perpetuation of mankind. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only had to do this once, and then the whole process continued. Up to today we have billions upon billions upon billions, right? But he fashioned him in due proportion and breathed into him something of his spirit, and he gave you the faculties of hearing and sight and feeling and understanding. Little thanks do you give. Ma tashkurun. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. O Allah, please forgive us, for we ignore thy blessings. O Allah, we do not deny your favors, even though we may not be able to enumerate them. If you were to count the favors and blessings of Allah, never will you be able to count them. Shukr alhamdulillah, shukr alhamdulillah, shukr alhamdulillah for all that you have given us, Ya Rabbal Alameen, for our faculties of hearing, our faculties of seeing, our touch, our smell, our taste, our feeling, and our understanding, our intellect, and everything Thou hast given us, those that we know and those that we don't know, those that we remember and those that we forget. And they say, what? When we lie hidden and lost in the earth, shall we indeed be in a creation renewed? Nay, they deny the meeting with their Lord. Say to them, O Muhammad, Kul, the angel of death put in charge of you will duly take your souls, then shall you be brought back to your Lord. So we are busy with Surah Sajda, chapter 32. Join me in the next episode, which is part number 2. And as we said, it's quite a short chapter. There's only 30 verses. We'll try and finish the series, at least this chapter, in the next episode, inshallah. Amin. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.